We're live, guys. What's going on? This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom, and welcome. Welcome to Unlimited Freedom live broadcast. Time for a Q&A. We're going to get into the live Q&A. We're going to go over your guys' questions, your guys' comments, and, hit up a lot of the different things that have been going on in this crazy world of passive income and attempting to create passive income, benefit from passive income platforms. Before I get into it, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. That's right. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. This is not financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor. Okay. Just a guy who comes on here. I talk about what I'm doing in a lot of different platforms. We talk about crypto on here, cryptocurrency, crypto platforms. We talk about the Forex market, high frequency Forex trading, binary options, the stock market, dividend stocks, a little bit of real estate. So we got a lot going on here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Okay. And the reason why it's the Unlimited Freedom Network is because we're not putting all our eggs in the same basket, okay? We're not putting all of our money, all of our time, all of our energy, all of our hope, all of our faith into one platform. That's not how you do it. That's the way that if you put everything into one platform and then that platform goes, then that would be an L, right? That would be an L, right? So we don't put our eggs in the same basket here. We don't invest everything into one platform. We don't do that, right? It's a network. You spread out, right? You got 7 or 8 of them. That way, if one of them goes kaput, well, forget about it. You still got 7 more, right? Forget about it. You got 6 more. Forget about it. All right. Now, having said that, guys, all of the platforms that I talk about on here are linked in the description. Okay. So you're watching me right now. You're watching me talk. You're seeing my head. You're hearing me talk. You see the Unlimited Freedom logo behind me. But if you look down underneath, there is a title to this video. And all you have to do is click that title, click more information. Boom. It'll open up a drop down menu and that will bring you to the description. All of the links to every platform that I talk about on here are in the description. Okay. So all you got to do, go to the description, open up the drop-down menu. You can see the links to all of the different platforms that I talk about on here. Also, don't forget to give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscribe. Okay, this is the live broadcast. We do this every single Friday. So all your comments, I'm going to randomly select your comments from throughout the week. We're going to go over them. We're going to talk about them here. I'm also going to be reacting to the people in the chat. So if you would like to chat, if you have a question or a comment or something you would like to say in the chat, I'm going to be getting to that too, okay? So we're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. And that's what we do. Also in my description, guys, you can get my book, The Power of Leadership. I did this book with Matt Morris. We did it last year. I wrote a chapter. Matt wrote a chapter. It's been featured on these prominent news networks, okay? And it's a good book, right? It's got chapters from a lot of amazing entrepreneurs and business people, right? So if you're into getting that kind of game, if you like to read, I'm a reader. If you're like me and you like to read, go ahead and grab it. Let me answer this real quick, Wayne. What they're saying is they're saying that they're like processing the ROI right now, and that's why the thing is down. So I don't know, whatever. The thing about them is, well, we'll get into it. Let me go ahead and finish my spiel here. I think that's everything, guys. So let's go ahead and crack into some of the content. Okay, let's crack into some of the content. I'm gonna go ahead and crack right into it, guys. All right. So, can you clarify the reason behind CMB's very, very slow login? I had to go through 3 times. I had to go through 3 times the 2FA authenticator yesterday just to log in. Am I the only one from USA that's having this problem? No, you are not the only one from USA that's having this problem. But Coin Market Bull, this question is about Coin Market Bull. Coin Market Bull has addressed this, okay? And they said that what they're doing is they're working on their website behind the scenes. So, it's never fun when something like that starts to happen. I also went through that, but I did make my withdrawal the other day, and I did get my withdraw. So, I mean, as long as we're still able to log in, as long as the ROI is still coming in, as long as we're still able to make a withdrawal. Remember, Coin Market Bull lets you make a withdrawal every day. And their trading bot is doing some pretty good numbers. Okay, some pretty impressive numbers. We're talking about between 30 to 60% a week. Who does that? Who does 30 to 60% a week? I don't know any other opportunity that's doing that. Well, not that I'm involved in anyway, right? And so, it's right now, it's not gone, right? It hasn't disappeared. It's a little bit of a pain to have to try to log in and log in and log in, and it makes you think, what is happening? What's happening? But so far, it's a little bit annoying, but it hasn't actually the website hasn't crashed or anything like that. And I think that they're starting to get back to normal. I got a message from somebody who's involved with CoinMarketBull, sent me a message yesterday, said that it's starting to get back to normal. So I don't know. I haven't tried logging into it this morning yet. However, I had some problems logging into VidiLOOK, which so we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into VidiLOOK. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and throw a little bit more sauce onto the comment section. Let's get some more sauce. Let's get going. Okay, raise the red flags. I just did, bro. Thank you for the comment. Here's a comment. That's a good idea. IDEAR. Good idea. Okay, it's a good idea for you to leave me a comment as well. I appreciate your comment. I'm glad you think it's a good idea. I'm not sure which idea you're referring to, but if you think it's a good idea, then let me give you one of these. Don DeMarco, Marco. Don DeMarco, Marco. Oh, why does this keep doing this? Okay, here's one. I swear, if you pitch this trading course that I'm waiting for one more bleepity bleep time without releasing it, I'm gonna ... wait. Fume, but wait. Hurry up, please. I'm trying to educate myself. The world is changing quickly. Here's one for you, buddy. Here, let me give you a special one. All right. I'm gonna release it, guys. Right? I need to, you always got to be careful when you're releasing a course and when you're talking about trading because you don't want to go to, what did I do? One minute I was making a YouTube channel, the next minute, I was just trying to help people make money. You mean you're not supposed to make money? If you make money in this country, you go to, yeah, so I'm trying to we have to make sure that it's compliant. Okay, we got to make sure it's compliant. And also that's also listen. I wish I could tell you it's coming out tomorrow, but it's not. Okay, I'm working on it. I'm building up the receipts. I am. I just downloaded the software. I got some new software to do a screen share because with the trading course, it's going to be important that I do live trading for you to see me actually do what I'm talking about. What a concept, right? You'll be able to watch the actual trading sessions and you'll see how to make the money with the strategy. It's going to be worth the wait, and here's why. Do you work for somebody, right? Do you have a boss? Do you work for corporate? Do you have a job? What do you do to make a living, right? I know a lot of us are in this passive income space, but not all of us have achieved that financial freedom, right? To where we're just able to, whenever we want, we can do what we want when we want. We've got the funds, we got the money available because we took the time to learn the skills, to learn the abilities, to practice our risk management principles, to get to a point where, hey, we can pretty much, we know the game and we figured out the game. And because of that, we're able to live this free and independent life. Right. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think that we were made to be free. We were not made to be like working for somebody for the rest of our lives, right? We were not made to be working for a company for the rest of our lives. We were made to be free, right? You think of all the stuff that you get in your head that you want to do, and it's like, well, I can't because I got a job, or I can't do that because I got a job. Okay, somebody in my family has an emergency. I can't be there to help because I gotta be at work, right? I gotta clock in for the boss. I might lose my job, right? Then what am I gonna do? It's going to be worth the wait because once you learn the strategy that I'm going to be teaching, you will never have to work again. right? You'll be able to go into the markets, you'll be able to trade, you'll be able to implement the strategy, right? And you can pretty much fire your boss at that point. I mean, I love doing this stuff for you guys. I love coming on here talking about my journey and doing all the the passive income stuff. I love the passive income platforms, right? Some of the times they drive me a little bit crazy, right? Some of the times they make my head want to, but I do enjoy working with the passive income platforms. But I know and I am aware that no matter what happens, right? No matter where I end up in the world, no matter what happens, all you need to do is give me an internet connection and I can go onto the markets and I can make money. And that's a good feeling, right? That's a good feeling because you know what it does? It frees you from outcome, right? If you are outcome dependent and you're outcome driven, then your stress level is going to be through the roof because you need to get a certain outcome. Because if you don't get that outcome, you don't eat, right? If you don't get that outcome, you don't pay the bills, right? I'm totally free from outcome. I don't care because I know that at any given time, I can just go into the markets and make money, right? So I don't, you know, it helps me become a more authentic person because if somebody is just being ridiculous or stupid, I can call them out, no problem, because I don't need that person, right? I don't need that person to like me. I don't need that person to continue to be a client. I don't need any of it, right? And it's a good. How would you like to feel that way? I mean, that would that be worth something to you? What would that be worth to you, right? And so that's the whole idea behind the trading course. Now, having said that, I've got to get it right. I've got to get it perfect, and it's got to be something that is really, if I'm going to put something out there, it's got to be something that works. Right? There's too many like people out there with trading courses or, trading opportunities and things like that. And it's just like this black hole of internet grift where they're not there. These people aren't even benefiting from their own strategy. Their strategy that they're teaching doesn't even work for them, right? But they're making money because they're teaching it, right? And they're getting those payments coming in from the people who are quote unquote learning, right? So I want to set myself apart, right? So obviously, right? So give me some time, man. Be patient. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'll do a couple more and then we'll get into the chat. Here's one from Vet. I just received my April 10th bonus. I got the email from Quickie Pay, and 2 minutes after that, I received it. Nova is caught up with me now. Great. That's awesome, man. I mean, listen, anything that you can get out of Novatech right now, get it. Right? Novatech is having some major issues, and we actually went live last week when the news broke about the debacle, right, that's happening in Wisconsin, the debacle, right, of the more legal problems, more cease and desist, lawsuits, possible criminal actions. I mean, talk about red flags all over, right? And so certain people are just like, okay, I'm glad that you got your payout, right? That's hey, more power to you for that. Here, that's for you for getting your payout. But listen, guys, anything you can get out of Novatech at this point, get it. Because and here's another thing that's important to say on here, guys, because I don't want to see these platforms fail. Like I'm not out here rooting for them to. I think some people get the wrong idea since I'm honest, right? And I call it like it is, right? I just had some very critical things to say about VidiLOOK, right? And they deserve it, just like Novatech deserves it. So when you're messing up, your buddy Vaughn is going to call you out, right? I'm going to call you out. I don't care, right? I'm not sitting. I don't need to toe a line for anybody. You do the crime, you do the time, right? You do the crime, you do the time, right? You go to. Can I get my phone call? Can I get my phone call? So listen, guys, I'm not on here, trying to like defend any of these platforms, but at the same time, I don't want to see them fail. Right? I'm not like sitting here in my mom's basement going, oh yeah, man, I hope they fail so I can tell everybody I was right. I was right. I was right. The platform failed. You should have listened to me because I'm the smartest guy in the room. You should have listened to me. You should have listened to my hit piece videos that I made. They were a scammer. They're a scammer. That's a scammer. That's a scammer. It's all a scam. And I'm right. You should have listened to me. No. No, I'm not that guy. I would love to see them succeed. Hey, did you whoa! Vaughn said he would love to see them succeed. Yes, yes. I want to see them succeed. So when I criticize, the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm saying, fix the problem. Fix the problem. You created a problem, now fix it, okay? So we can move forward and keep on making that, right? All right, so I've been messing with my sound. I hope that it sounds good for you guys. It sounds better for me. I just want the sound effects to be loud. Okay, so that's what we're doing. If you don't like the sound effects, then you're really not gonna like this podcast. So we're gonna have some sound effects here. What's going on? All right, all right, all right, all right. Here's one. I just put 5.K in this junk on Monday, not withdrawn as of yet. And that would be a comment about VidiLOOK. Okay, that's a comment about VidiLOOK. Just put 1.5K in this junk on Monday. Okay, so yeah, I mean, look. VidiLOOK has said what they said. Now, I do have some breaking news about VidiLOOK, and I may as well get into the breaking news right now. Okay, so you guys ready for some breaking news? You guys ready? This just in. We got breaking news about VidiLOOK. This just came upon my desk, Jenny. And here's the breaking news about it. The breaking news is this. VidiLOOK has been acquired by Stable Dow. So Stable Dow just acquired VidiLOOK, okay? Now, the Stable Dow people have said that, hey, we have heard your cries. We have heard your feedback. And we know that you don't like what VidiLOOK just did. So we have now acquired VidiLOOK. We have financially acquired VidiLOOK. And they're trying to get it. They're trying to get it back to a way where everybody can make that. And hopefully, and I don't know what exactly they're going to do and what exact changes they're going to put into place, but hopefully they'll make it back to where you can just use it as a passive income opportunity. Right now, another thing that they did was they found the IP addresses. So for those of you who've been out there signing 6, 7, 8 people up under the same IP address, you just went to VidiLOOK jail. You just went to VidiLOOK. Oh no! And they probably terminated your account. Okay, I tried to warn you guys. You can see me in the comments. I've had people who saying, "Hey, can I just sign up X amount of people?" And I said, "Well, technically you can, but it's probably goes against the company policies, and it's probably too big of a risk. Personally, I wouldn't take that risk." Now, what I would do if I absolutely had to sign up 3 people is I would just go down to the library down the street and sign somebody up, right, from the IP address at the library. Then I would sign somebody else up from my smartphone, right? Then I would go and sign somebody else up from their IP address at their house, right? I'm a genius! I remember, I'm an evil genius, remember? For all you guys who forgot, it's Vaughn, the evil genius, with the big evil plan. To all the haters out there, Vaughn's an evil genius. That's what my evil genius move would be if I absolutely had to sign 3 more people up for VidiLOOK. What I would not do is I would not just let my $1,500 go for a loss, right? I would figure out a way to attempt to get as much of that money back as possible, right? And then hopefully to continue to ride it out with VidiLOOK, because I like VidiLOOK, guys. I want VidiLOOK to succeed, right? I want VidiLOOK to continue, right? I was making a large sum of money with VidiLOOK. Okay, and here's another one. Oh, Vaughn, man, it's not affecting you because you got a lot of people in your downline. Yeah. You're making money off the backs of your downline. Oh, yeah? Well, I have to say that uh, my money has been cut too. Okay, because the thing is, I make money in a direct correlation to how much money you're making. So if you're losing money, guess what? So am I. Right? My VidiLOOK has been cut down too, big time. Right? But I'm not blaming my upline, right? I'm not blaming the people who get involved. I don't blame anybody but myself for anything, right? If I get into an investment, that especially a risky crypto investment, you think that I'm going to blame somebody? Why? Right? I am playing to win. Right? I never invest more than I can afford to lose. I withdraw early, I withdraw often, I diversify, and I practice mental toughness, right? I pull my seed money out right away. That's the first thing I do. That way I'm playing with profit. Then from that profit, I compound the profits. And guess what? I pull some of the profits out, right? So that I can go and spend some of the money, right? That way, okay, so I got my seed money back out. I pulled out some of my profits. I had a nice steak dinner at the Capitol Grill, right? I'm having a nice time making some money, that way. If the thing goes away, if the thing disappears, right? If the platform blows up, well, guess what? Already got my seed money back, so I haven't lost any money, and I also went out there and already spent some of the profits, so I've enjoyed it while it lasted, right? Now, do I get out in time for everyone? No, right? There's a platform that I'm very close to losing $1,000 on right now, right? And it looks like I might have already lost it. I don't know. I'm trying not to lose it, but if it does, then I put that in my loss section. So I do a P&L report. I have a P&L report. It's a Google sheet. Go to Google Sheets, create a spreadsheet, call it a P&L report, put the month, put the money that you made, and put the money that you lost. Have one column of money you made, one column of money you lost. That way you've got your own P&L report. You can use it for your taxes, by the way, and you can see, hey, I made this amount of money and I lost this amount of money for a net profit of this amount of money. So, hey, I made $15,000. I lost $2,000 during that month. So guess what? That gives me a profit of $13,000, which is still, hey, am I going to complain about $13,000? No. No, but you gotta win. You can't make an omelet without cracking some eggs. You ever heard that? You ever heard that one? You can't make an omelet without cracking some eggs. I'm not on caffeine. I'm not. It's Friday. I do an extra workout on Friday. I work out for about 2 hours, right? I have to do that because as you guys get older, as you take a few more trips around the sun, if you want to keep everything working good, you know what I mean? You got to work out, right? So that's what I work out. I work out. I get energy. I get endorphins, and here you go. You see, this is who I am, right? You see this. All right, let's do a couple more, a couple more, a couple more. I knew it was too good to be true. Thankfully, I joined this one. That is a comment about VidiLOOK. I knew it was too good to be true. Thankfully, I joined this one. Do you care to clarify that? Because to your average reader, such as myself, that comment doesn't make much sense. Let me see if I get this right. Uh-oh. Why does it keep doing this, man? Hang on 1 second, guys. I knew it was too good to be true. Thankfully, I joined this one. Okay. I don't know what you're saying. All right, here's one from Vet. Vet, you got to get at me in my email, man. Vidi has received over 300K in deposits since yesterday and only paid out around 5K. Okay, they have been getting thousands of $150 deposits nonstop for the last couple of days while only paying out 5 withdrawal requests in the last 7 hours. Okay, well, that's good information, man. But Dude, how are you getting this information? Like, we need to do something, man. Go ahead and send me an email. Let me know how you're getting this different information, and let's go ahead and do a broadcast together if you're up for it, and we can kind of go back and forth, and you can share some of your tricks of the trade because you've got a lot of good information, man. And I think it would be very helpful for you to share, like, okay, how am I doing this? How do I get this information? What are your strategies, right, on how you're successful in this? I think that would be a Don Marco, if you want to do it. So hit me up, okay? Hit me up at my email. All right, let's see where we're at. R. Wellington. He said he's not a financial advisor. That's right. You know why I say that? Because I don't want to go to jail, right? Because I'm living in the Gestapo land of if you say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, look at somebody the wrong way, they throw you in jail. Right? I'm living in the land of the free, right? The land of the free, where if you say the wrong thing, bye-bye, you're going up, buddy. Have a nice life, right? We're gonna take away your whole life because you didn't do it the way we wanted you to do it. The way we wanted you to do it. Go to high school, go to college, get a job working for the man, work there for 40 or 50 years until you're old and decrepit. You're barely getting by. You barely can afford a house. You're 80 years old and you still haven't paid off your house. Then we'll give you Medicare and Social Security. So we'll give you a bed to die in. Right? And if you go against that, guess what? You're a criminal! And we got a different kind of bed for you to die in. It's called a jail cell. You get to die with some other person laying down right on top of you or right underneath you, right? So at least if you do it our way, we'll let you die with dignity. But one way or another, you're going to die. And guess what? We've got the control, we've got the money, we've got the power, we've got the violence, and we're not afraid to use it. Right? So you're going to either do what we tell you to do, or we're going to torture you and kill you. Oh, welcome to the land of the free, by the way. All right, let's see what's going on. I can't blame you, or I can't blame anyone for my choice. Still following you on other projects. Cheers. Cheers to you too, man. But I think what happened to you is this guy saying, as you know already, I copied their address and sent my crypto. It went somewhere else. I double checked the address and it's gone to the crypto block in the sky. I'm not staying with VidiLOOK. Okay. And then someone else said this happened to me too with Coin Market Bull. Wrong address, several emails, no response. Okay, so I have not had that problem, guys. But I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, if I would have sent my crypto to the wrong address, I wouldn't expect to get it back, and I wouldn't expect like Coin Market Bull or VidiLOOK or anybody else to help me. It's like, dude, I sent my crypto to the wrong address, right? I mean, that's kind of my fault, right? It's kind of my bad. Right. So, listen, guys, this isn't, we're not dealing with Bank of America here, right? We're not dealing with JP Morgan and Chase, right? We're dealing with risky crypto platforms, a new technology, cryptocurrency. Guys, you got to be on point with this stuff because nobody's coming to save you, right? If you go out into the wild, wild west, you're on your own, baby. You got to know what you're doing when you go out to the wild, wild west because ain't nobody coming to save you if you mess up, right? But what's the alternative? And listen, guys, high risk, high reward, right? A lot of people are making a lot of money in crypto, right? So, I mean, you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to miss the opportunity. But at the same time, you've got to take everybody takes some losses. One thing with my trading strategy, guys, since you guys got me thinking about my trading strategy, you guys, I lose every single day. I take multiple losses. You have to, right? The point is, you have to win more than you lose, and your wins have to be greater than your losses. That's called risk to reward ratio. So if you're going to lose 1, you got to win 3. Okay? Or if you're going to lose 1, you got to win 5. Risk to reward ratio. But don't think you're not gonna lose. Come on. If you think you're not gonna lose, you ain't gonna make it in this space. We all lose, right? Everybody loses. The point is, you got to have a net positive, right? At the end of the month, did you get a net positive, right? Well, I just told you with the spreadsheet, that's a little bit of game for you guys. Do me a favor, guys. If you're getting some sauce out of this, hit the like button. Okay. Hit the like button if you're getting the sauce, because the like button helps me know that you guys are getting some value from what I'm doing here. So if you're getting some sauce out of this, hit the like button. There's nobody else breaking it down to you this way on YouTube, right? You're because listen, you either got the haters who are way over here on the other side. Everything's a scam. Everything's a Ponzi. You know, there's the smartest guy in the room, smarter than anybody else. And I told you so. I told you so. I need to be right. Those guys over there. And then you got those guys over here. Man, no problem, man. Nothing wrong here with Novatech. Nothing wrong here. Go ahead and put in another $10,000, baby. No problem over here. Novatech, no problem. VidiLOOK, no problem. Just put in a little bit more money. Here's my link. Right, so you got the smooth talking con men on this side, right? Then you got the haters on this side, and then you got me, unlimited freedom, right? Smack dab in the middle, giving you the sauce, right? Giving you the truth, right? With no chaser, right? So like the video. If you like it, like the video. Do me that favor. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to sign up for anything. All I ask, ladies and gentlemen, is that you push that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. Because it helps me. Right? You want to help me? You like what I'm doing, you want to help me, but you don't feel like signing up for something. You can help me a ton by pushing the like button, dropping me a comment, right? So just saying, guys. Just saying. All right. All right, let me do let's see. Let me do one more and then I will jump into the chat. VidiLOOK disabled my account and my family's account today too. And then this other person replied, "Me too. I was helping my family out, and maybe because no, not maybe. It is because you shared the same Wi-Fi. I don't know. They disabled everyone. No, they did not disable everyone. Hey, they did that to me too. My friend, delete the app and install it again. You will log in. Okay, there you go. Maybe try that. Maybe try deleting the app and then reinstalling it, logging in again. That might work. I mean, guys, I don't know. All I know is the thing with it's never a good idea to sign into like multiple sign-ins for one platform with the same IP address, because they're gonna find out, right? I mean, these people are you're not dealing with like just the regular average people here. These people are like they're people who are doing crypto platforms and managing electronic platforms like that. They're pretty hip to what's going on in the world of cybersecurity and what's going on in the world of the internet. So they're going to notice, right, if it's the same IP address signing up 500 people, right? And then it's probably against their policy, and then you're probably going to lose your account, right? So like I said, take a trip down to the library, do one there, go to your friend's house, do one there, grab your smartphone, do one there, right? If you have to do it that way, right? But hey, man, listen, guys, this is not our first rodeo. Okay. So we're not, ain't no fools over here, man. We know how this space is. We know how it works, and we choose to play in this space. Many people choose not to play in this space because it's too much of a risk for them. Right? It's too much of a risk, and they're worried, they're scared, whatever the case may be, or maybe they got a silver spoon in their mouth. Guys, some people, we got what is it? 3.5 million. This is a true fact. In just the United States alone, 3.5 million people in this country will never have to work a day in their life because they're born into it, right? They're born into millions. So how could somebody like that ever understand people like us who actually go out and work for it and make risks and gain rewards and the hardcore people who, not the 9 to 5ers, the 5 to 9ers, people who get up at 5 a.m., work till 9 o'clock at night to get theirs, right? You're never going to understand us, right? Because you've already got it, right? The reason why you don't care about money is because you've always had it, right? You were born into it, right? You do this stuff. You hate on people for a living because you're just, you're just spending up you don't need to work. You don't need to do anything. You're just trying to figure out some purpose for your life. And I don't know why, but some of you, your purpose in life is to bring other people down. I don't understand it, but hey, There you go. So just getting, I was I was a kid growing up, and I thought, I thought that my dad had it all, man. I thought that I never knew how much money he really had until I became an adult. But I thought, man, why are you, why don't you just give me some stuff? Why are you making it so hard for me? And now I thank God that, well, first off, he didn't have anything to give me, right? It was all kind of a, he was, you know how people do it, right? You dress nice, and you kind of act like you got more than you do. Why didn't he hook me up, man? Why didn't he help me out, right? Now I'm so thankful that he did it, right? Because God, that would have hurt me, because I had to get it out of the mud just like everybody else. And actually, I've been knocked down some to ask people who know me, man. I've been zeroed out a couple times. I've gone through some things. It wasn't easy, but I thank God for all of it, because hey, that's what it takes to build the character, to build to build it into yourself, to where if you do lose everything, you're not tripping, because you know that, hey, I got it out the mud once. I know how to do it. I can do it. It's just like the thing with the trading course, guys. I know that anytime I can just go into the markets and make money. So I'm not tripping. Kind of no matter what happens. I mean, as long, unless the internet completely crashes, then I guess I'll have to go back to doing it with paper and pen or something like that. But hey, if that happens, I think we got bigger problems than worrying about our paycheck. All right, let's hit the chat. D, what's up, D? Glad to have you here. Always good to see you. Finally catching a live from the beginning, and here is one for you. Don DeMarco, Marco. All right, Wayne. I can't access my Novatech funding account. What's going on? Okay, so right now Novatech is they're processing the ROI, whatever that means. So basically, I'm going to tell you what it means. It means their website is down because it crashed because of all the people trying to log on right now to look at their ROI. And this website's kind of always done that ever since. I've been in Novatech for years. Every Friday, forget about it, man. It's almost impossible to log into the site. I mean, there were so many. Gosh, it's just like when like when the new PS5. I don't even know what we're on with the PS5 and the Xbox and all that, but let's say we're on the PS5, right? Like you have the PS4, and you're like, the man, this PS4 is awesome. It's amazing, best graphics, best gameplay, just best thing since baked bread, right? Since sliced bread. And then the PS5 comes out and just totally blows away the PS4, and you're like, man, how did I ever live with the PS4? And that's Novatech is like the PS4. It's Novatech's like the PS2 right now. Like the website crashes every week. I mean, forget about it, man. This thing, I'm almost sick of talking about it, right? But yeah, man. I mean, it'll probably come back up. I mean, right now Novatech is slow playing the crap out of everything, so it'll probably come back up in a day or two, and they'll have some other excuse as to what happened, and it's just the same old song and dance, right? So we finally got done with the payouts for March. Hey, great! It's the end of April now. Is this how it's going to go? Like every month? Oh, we finally got done with the payouts for April. It happens to be June 16th. Right? You can't sustain that. I can't sign anybody up for that. Right? Anybody with like a shred, even a shred of morality is not going to sign up for somebody because it's so lame. What they're doing is so lame. Their website is lame. Their results are lame. Right? The fact that they're getting hit with all these complaints and they're not saying anything to us is lame. Right? Come on. You can't even make an announcement? Here's for Novatech. All right. Unexempt. What's going on, unexempt? Don DeMarco. All right. So, unexempt says, good VidiLOOK updates today. Yep, I think so. I mean, I think it's cool that Stable DAO is buying VidiLOOK. I think it's great that they so quickly realized that they screwed up and they're thinking, okay, how do we fix this? I think that's a good sign. I hope they fix it, right? I don't want to see VidiLOOK fail. Why would I? I was making a lot of I was hitting the slots, baby. I was making that. So why would I want to see it fail? I don't. Let's fix it. There's a problem, fix it. But here's the difference between VidiLOOK and Novatech. VidiLOOK had people come out, probably maybe like, I mean, seriously, at least hundreds of thousands of people, and because it's not just you and me and other people on this channel. I mean, forget about it. They did this change. There's a lot of people ticked off at VidiLOOK. So they had all these people come out, and then they made a change. They're making announcements, and they're saying, "Hey, we heard you. Okay, we're gonna fix this. Here's what we're gonna do." Okay, so shout out to VidiLOOK, right? Novatech has never done that. Novatech has said, "What? You complaining about us? The devil is a lie! You lying devil! You're a lying devil!" No, I'm not done. Last time I checked, I'm not a lying devil. I just was making a critique, right? I was just saying, hey, maybe you might want to address this stuff with your people. Maybe you might want to fix support, right? Maybe you might want to, be a little bit more transparent. Let us know what's going on behind the scenes. No, but I guess I'm just a devil, right? I'm a lying devil, right? The lying devil. Okay, so how do you? I mean, what do you say about that? What? It's like, hey, I think you could use some better support. It would be nice if you actually answered your support tickets. The devil is a lie. Okay. What did what does that have to do with the question I just asked you? Right? What are you talking about? Lee Hackett, lovely $3. Oh man. Lovely $3 ROI again this week. I just might treat myself to a nice steak dinner. That's right, man. Hey, get one for me too, man. You got $3. Come on, what are you talking about? You should be able to get me a steak too, man. It's $3. Come on, man. Stu, what's going on, Stu? I finally got my April 3rd payment from Novatech from my bonus account. Great, man. Glad to hear that. Also, I'm glad that you're here because you're getting to hear some of the live announcements about VidiLOOK. And yeah, so like I said, I'm hoping it pulls through, right? And so, but I'm glad to hear you got your April. Yeah, I think that they finally announced that they're up there, like, done with March. Here we are at the end of April, like they're done with March. They just paid you your April 3rd. I mean, listen, it's good that you guys are getting paid. I'm not saying that that's bad. I think that that's great that you guys are getting paid. But what's not great is they're not at all living up to what they said that they're supposed to do, right? Like they're not doing this in a timely fashion, right? There's no consistency, right? And it's like I said, I need to see some real consistency with Novatech before I even think about starting to, promote them again, right? I mean, I can't. How can I promote a platform where you don't know when you're going to get? Like, it's like, okay, the ROI comes in, and it's like, but you don't really know when you're going to get it. Oh, and by the way, all that trading account money that you put in there, you may as well kiss that goodbye. So it's like you're paying $10,000 to get, what? I don't know, a couple $100 a week, and then you can't even get that on time. That's not, yeah, that's not how you do it, man. That ain't gonna work for me. All right, D got my 4-3 cash out yesterday. Good. D, I've had the account set to auto pay for the past few weeks. I refuse to stress about it anymore. I've taken my initial investment off and some profit, so I'm willing to move on. Okay, so that's good. You did it the right way. That's the same way that I did it too. I mean, it seemed like when I heard, like, back in October, when I heard that California was starting to come after him, one thing that I know, guys, about state and federal government is once they get you in their radar, once the government starts to come after you, I mean, what are you going to do? Really? I mean, really, what are you going to do? I mean, if you're not a million, billion, gajillionaire and you don't know how to pay off the right people, I'm sorry to say, I know it's corrupt, but that's the way that it is, right? I mean, is it any coincidence? Like, who's the biggest, like, one of the biggest billionaires that that's always in trouble? You ever wonder why he never actually goes to jail? You ever wonder why he always seems to get out of trouble no matter how big the trouble supposedly is? Could it be because he's got a lot of money and he knows how to grease the palms of the right people? That's what you have to do. right? And if you can't do that, then if listen, the government comes after you and you don't have billions of dollars, then you're pretty much done, right? You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to go to the you're really gonna have to pray to the Lord at that point. You're gonna have to pray because, dude, what are you gonna do? What are you, one person, gonna do against the United States government? Okay, but yeah, you did it right, D. I mean, listen, I did that too. I saw that the government was starting to get Novatech in there, on the mind, night Novatech on the brain. Let's see who we can destroy today. Let's see how we can flex our muscles today. Here's one, Novatech. I said, "Oh, brother, here we go." So I pulled out, right? I mean, I didn't completely pull out of Novatech. I didn't completely liquidate my account. What I did was I pulled out my seed money and I pulled out some nice profits, so that no matter what happens, and do you think I just woke up one day knowing how to do that? No, I've lost a bunch of times before. That's the reason why I knew how to do that, guys. I mean, the reason why I know, right, when to, how to play these platforms and how to get the best out of these platforms is just because I've made so many mistakes. Right? The reason why I have victories is because I've lived through so many losses, so many defeats, right? The reason why I know this stuff, it's not because I read it in a book. It's because I had my head bashed against the wall so many times that I finally learned how to stop getting my head bashed against the wall, right? And I think that's how most people have to. I mean, when you talk about really, really learning something, really internalizing something, I think that's pretty much what it takes. I think that there's a rare few people who can like pick up the book of Proverbs, read the book of Proverbs, and then do everything that it says and have a great life. I believe if you do read the book of Proverbs and if you do everything it says, you will have a great life. But we want to test things out, don't we? We got to test the waters, right? It's just it's a human nature, I guess. All right, Sheena, Sheena, what's up, Sheena? Good to have you here. I'm kind of sorry that I got my family members in VidiLOOK because they were hoping, as much as I was, that we will receive two times, three times, etc. Back within the time frame. Waiting for 2 and 3/4 years sucks. It is what it is. I have other platforms. Yeah. So I mean, look, you're right. That does suck. And what I'm hoping is that they kind of realize that, hey, they've made a mistake here, and that they change it back, or they at least like grandfather you guys in to where you don't have to be put through that. Otherwise it just comes down to a choice. Do you want to go and sign up, or sign in three accounts under different IP addresses? Do you want to do that? Meaning sign three people up, right? And then try to get your money out that way, or do you just kind of want to call it a loss or try to take out what you can when you can? It's totally up to you, right? It's totally up to you how you do. Now, I know for me, the way that I play in this space, for me, what I would do, like if I already have a good amount of money rolling into VidiLOOK, I would probably risk a little bit more, not a lot, but like a little bit more, $150, right, to unlock that, $66 a day or $45 a day, or probably, whatever it is. That's probably the way that I would play it. Right. Because I figure, hey, well, if I don't do anything, I'm already going to lose like $1,500. So let me take another risk of, 150 more. That way, worst case scenario, I lose 16.5. But if it works, right, and it opens me back up to getting that $45 a day, then I can collect that. And then, at that point, once I've gotten my seed money back, I can decide, okay, do I want to stay in VidiLOOK, or do I want to, take it out and maybe join like what's the 12 and 12 one? C12, right? Try C12. Right. Shout out to C12. I got a lot of people signing up for that. It's a good platform. It's risky, right? It's risky. I'm not telling anybody what to do here, right? Take it, do this stuff at your own risk. Okay, but 12% for 12 days. It's pretty cool. And you can start as low as $12. 12% a day for 12 days. You can start as low as $12, right? Do it 12 months out of the year. All right. Smash the thumbs up. That's right. Here you go, Darren. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Invicta SCC, the Novatech return is bigger than people think. About an hour ago, I was still logged into my e-wallet and it showed 2 ROI transactions. Okay, cool. Todd, Todd, how could your training course, it's actually a trading course, so TRADING. How could your trading course compete with bots that are trading on these platforms. Okay, let me tell you. So it won't, right? It's not going to compete with the bots. But here's the thing. Like I right now, I'm in Coin Market Bull, right? It's got a great bot. It's the bot is getting returns at least as good as I'm getting, right, in my own personal trading. But there may come a day when I log on to Coin Market Bull and it's gone, right? Or when I log on to Coin Market Bull and there's a big FBI logo that says this website has been shut down due to an ongoing investigation, right? So what am I going to do with my trading bot at that point? And then you already know what how the SEC is. You already know how the government is. Like crypto is kryptonite to the government. They hate it, right? And they're trying to outlaw it everywhere, and they're trying to outlaw this type of trading technique. Do you think that they're going to allow people to just get a bot and become millionaires overnight? Do you really think they're going to allow that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even need to answer it for you. Just ask yourself, bro. You really think they're going to allow trading bots to make people millionaires overnight? If that starts happening, you think the governments are just going to stand by and let that happen? So I'm not trying to compete with the bots. I'm not trying to compete with the platforms. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a course to teach you how to do it on your own. So that way, that it doesn't matter what happens with any of the platforms. It doesn't matter what happens with legislation. You actually know how to do it. Right. And we're still at a point where I think we're still at a point. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, where humans can still outperform bots when it comes to trading. Okay, because I know that there's some big player forex traders out there that are still having better performance than the bots. Right. So if you guys know about forex trading or like high frequency forex, let me know in the chat or in the comments. But yeah, I mean that's a good question, dude. I'm not trying to compete. Right. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to show you guys what I do. Because I personally I really love trading, and I just love the idea of knowing the skill, so that like no matter what happens, if I need some money, I can go in the markets and create some money for myself. Right, through trading. Right, through free trade, baby, free trade. Okay. That's the reason. And if there's other people like me who like would want to learn that and would want to be able to do that, then I think that that would be a helpful thing. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I'm wasting my time? Let me know. Thank you for the comment. All right, Invicta SCC. Those two transactions combined are more in line with what we've been accustomed to receiving on a weekly basis. Josh Hushmoney, a 2.68% ROI for Novatech today. I was able to log into my e-wallet directly to see it. Nilton Oliveria, nice. Nilton, Novatech 4 years, VidiLOOK months. That's true. Okay, so listen, that's all true. What's also true is that Novatech is still annoying me. And it annoys me. It annoys me because they're not living up to their word. Okay? When are we able okay, so we can make a bonus account withdrawal. Great. When can we expect to get it? Oh, I don't know. Whenever we get caught up. It doesn't work. Right? That doesn't work for me. I don't know if that works for you, but I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear I don't know. We're still getting caught up, whenever we get caught up, okay, devil. We're going to get you your ROI whenever we're good and ready, devil. I don't want to hear that. Right? I don't want to I want to know, okay? Is it going to take a week? Fine. I can do that. If it's going to be there within the week, fine. The trading account withdrawals. Are they starting? Is anybody getting their trading account withdrawals? Supposed to be coming in by the end of the month, right? That 5%, remember, from the trading account? Anybody getting that? So yeah, dude. I mean, that's great and all, and it's fine and dandy. And I guess every day that you log in and Novatech isn't completely shut down, I guess that's a little bit of a win. But guys, why don't you raise that bar a little bit, guys? Time to raise that bar about what you're gonna put up with these guys, because I'm not cool with it. I'm not cool with that. I need to know. Hey, if you're getting sued and you're getting threatened with criminal action, how about a response, right? How about a statement? right? Is that too much to ask? If you're going to let people withdraw from their bonus account, how about a statement on how long it's going to take instead of just saying, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Praise God. And if you don't like it, you're the enemy. You're the enemy, investor. You're the enemy. You're our own investor, but you're the enemy. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, dude, seriously? Like, it just doesn't sit right with me, man. It just doesn't sit right. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, yes, they've been here 4 years. But at the same time, I never said VidiLOOK was better than Novatech. I mean, it was a passive income opportunity. Hopefully, it'll get back to being that. We'll just have to see how it goes. All right. Mishpat Enterprises. When I saw Sam Lee was involved, I thought Stable Dow already owned VidiLOOK. Okay. I mean, so, yeah. Well, so the announcement today is that Stable Dow has purchased VidiLOOK. That's the official announcement. The translation to that might be, hey, we know we screwed up, and so this is what we're going to say to kind of backpedal and fix our screw up. Fine by me, right? Fine. You say whatever you want as long as you fix the problem, right? So that's very astute of you, Mishpat. That's you've got your ear to the knowledge there. You got your ear to the streets. That's good. That's good. But here, once again, I don't care what they say as long as they fix the problem, right? I mean, that's what I want to see happen. Todd, what's going on, Todd? That's what they should have done in the first place. All right, thank you for the comment. Darren jumped into C12 last week and another round this week. Later today, I'm going to pull 40% out of my basis already. Yeah, dude, here's for you, Darren. I also just finished my first cycle with C12, and I've started my second cycle. It's cool, man. What can I say? I mean, is it going to be around for 10 years? I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to be around. But what I can tell you is that I've already profited. I mean, think about it, guys. 12% for 12 days. That's a pretty good risk to reward ratio, I'd say. And I've made a lot of with C12, right? And I know people who are like legit. They're like printing money with C12. They're like, it's like they've got their own money printing machine. The way that they're doing it, they're like putting in 10,000, boom, 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 and they're like making like 2 or 3,000 off of that 10, and then they're taking that 2 or 3,000, they're buying another investment, boom, 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 boom. So they're growing the 10, they're growing the 3, they're growing the 2, they're growing the 1, and they're just like, yeah, it's risky, but they're like, I mean, just watching these guys, it's like, dude, it's like you're printing money, right? And so, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of different ways to grow with C12. I mean, I'm not gonna, and the thing is, and every time I talk about C12, I say this is that guys, C12 is probably one of the riskiest platforms out there, right? Because think about it, man. How are they going to sustain 12% a day, right? Maybe they have a bot. It's like you said, maybe they have a bot that's doing like ridiculous numbers. I don't know. But what I do know is that the people who are utilizing C12 and the people who are willing to take that risk, it's been it's been paying off, right? It's been paying off. Unexempt, right back at you, brother. I appreciate the laughing emoji. Todd, check the IP addresses. Yeah, really. That's good advice. Check the IP addresses. Carl, probably. Novatech website is down. No! Luke, I am your father. No! No! There goes my... Here you go, Carl. Here's one for you, man. Novatech website is down. No! There goes my house, my car, my wife's car, and my wife too. I've lost everything. 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 Has anyone else lost as much as I have? Keaton responds, Carl, probably. Shout out to you guys, man. You guys have no chill in the chat, man. You guys have no chill in the chat. Here's for you. Oh, here goes my house, my car, my wife's car. See, this is a clinic on how not to do it. Right? This is a clinic. Like if you look, I know that this is just got to be a joke. It has to be, but if it's not, then this is just going to be a life lesson, man. And the life lesson is this: never ever invest anything that you can't afford to lose. Make sure you withdraw early, withdraw often. Okay, make sure that you practice mental toughness, diversify. Right, all of these things. Right, we don't come on here and say these things for no reason, guys. I mean, the reason why these things are talked about is because they work. The five risk management strategies, right, when you're in this space. If you watch that video that I made, and the funny thing is, I'll go on here and I'll talk about Novatech and I'll do this and I'll get 2.5K views. Okay, but then I do a video called the 5 risk management strategies to help you actually make money in this space. 118. Go figure. Right, go figure. But you should check that out. All right, Carl, probably. I still love you, man, even though I have nothing right now. Come on over here to my group therapy session. For those of you who have lost a lot of money in this, come on into the Unlimited Freedom group therapy session, guys. We meet every Friday at 12 p.m. Central Time, right? Where you can vent, you can talk about it, you can meet like-minded people who are going through it too. And I'm going to be allowing that to happen because, hey, it's the truth, right? It's the truth. Shout out to you. All right. Todd, what's up, Todd? Has anyone heard of the Heritage Exchange platform? Can't find any info on it. Nope. I've not heard of that one. Mishfat, I'll have some of what Vaughn is having. LOL. Don DeMarco, Marco. I'm not having anything, man. What it is every Friday, like I literally every Friday morning I get up and I do like an intensive workout, right? I do cardio, I do resistance, right? I do legs, I do chest, I do triceps, bicep, like everything. I run, I go for a run, right? So it's like I'm just jacked on Fridays, right? And so so I get through all that, I get done with all that, and then jump in the shower, right? Get all cleaned up, feed my dog, and then feed Roscoe, little Roscoe. He needs to get fed. And so I feed him and then back on here. I'm on here live. And so this is natural, guys. This is all natural. I'm all natty. Bro. I'm natty. Right? I'm natty. This is all natty, bro. This is all natty, right? I'm not getting juiced up, right? Nothing like that. I'm natty. Brother. We're gonna be doing some burpees. Because I'm natty, brother. All right. Carl, this is from Joe Hushmoney. What's up, Joe Hushmoney? Carl, Novatech main site is down for funding ROIs. I logged into my NT wallet directly. ROI this week is 2.68%. They have my ROI listed twice. Others have reported the same. Yeah. I mean, guys, who knows what the heck is going on with Novatech, right? It's just like, what's gonna happen this week, right? When I wake up tomorrow, what's gonna be in the news about Novatech tomorrow? It's like every single day, la cucaracha. They got something going on every single day. Tinga, every day. Johnny, what's going on, Johnny? Here's for you, Johnny. Update. I received my March 27th and April 3rd payment. Received a 3% ROI bonus today at over 400. Went to log into my Novatech account and no go. Site not found. What now, Johnny? I don't know, man. I think it's a Friday. Right? What now? It's Friday. Right? Something else will happen on Saturday. Something else will happen on Sunday. Right? And then it's going to be a Monday. We're going to see something else with Novatech. I will rain down on you worse than the wrath of God. Who says that? Like, is there anything worse than the wrath of God? Right? I by definition, at the wrath of God, you're going to rain down on somebody worse than the wrath of God? What, listen, Cynthia, you are pretty scary. I'll give it to you, but you're not that scary, sweetheart. Okay. I'm a little bit more scared of the actual wrath of God than I am of you. Just gonna say. But hey, Johnny, I'm glad you at least got some money, man. They got to pay you, bro, because you're in Wisconsin, and as you know, Wisconsin right now is they're putting that on the Novatech. They got Novatech in there. They want Novatech to go to. Can I get my phone call? Wayne Vaughn, you are telling the truth. Because when I come on here, guys, I like to tell the truth. Right? It feels good to tell the truth. Right? It is. It's a breath of fresh air, right? Breath of fresh air. Hit the like button on your way in. Here's for you, D. Marco. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. If you're getting some sauce out of this, hit that like button. Precious Love, do you drink Red Bull? I do not. Actually, what Red Bull does to me is it actually kind of makes me crash, right? So if I were to down a Red Bull, I'd feel all right for a few minutes, and then it's just like, oh my God, I got a headache. I want to go to sleep. I want to eat. It's just like, ugh. To me, it's a cheap imitation of the actual real endorphins that you get from taking care of your body. The way that God made us, if we exercise and eat right, we're going to have way more energy than a Red Bull. Right. So there's a little bit of game for you guys. If you got some game out of this, hit that button for me. The button that goes. All right. There's some game for you guys. You cannot substitute getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, and working out. No substitute. No substitute. Right. SG, officially today, VidiLOOK has restricted my payment by 75%. How can I refer individuals with the misrepresentation of the viewer subscription? You can't. You can't. They got to fix it. They have to fix it, right? You can't misrepresent and then expect your company to still grow, right? You can't say, hey, you're going to 5 times your money as long as you get 3 or more people, right? We didn't mention that, right? So they got to upgrade it, update it, fix it. They've got to do something before you can do that, because what you would have to say is, hey, it's 1,500 plus another 150 because you're going to have to go and enroll 3 people. And what do I mean by go and enroll 3 people? I mean go to 3 different IP addresses and deposit $50, right? Create a new account, right? For 3 people, right? So, that's the way to play it if you're going to play it that way. If not, there's plenty of other great passive income opportunities out there, man. You can look at a bunch of them. I just don't like to lose money, right? If I can help it, I won't lose money. So if it were me, because I still have money in VidiLOOK, if it were me, I would go out and just create 3 new accounts, three new people or whatever. Just create the accounts with different IP addresses. That's what I would do, so that I can still get and at least try to get yourself flush, right? At least try to get yourself caught up, get your seed money out. Right, do what you got to do, though. Right, not telling anybody what to do here. All right, Nilton. Wow, site not found. Read it better, my man. Site is not down at all. Go back and read the message, what it says. Do not say nonsense here about Novatech. How is that nonsense? The site's like literally down every week. The site goes down every Friday. It's not down. It then maybe it was down earlier, right? Maybe it'll go down after we get done with the broadcast. That's what nonsense, right? To me, what I think is nonsense is locking up people's trading accounts. What I think is nonsense is saying that, hey, you have to give $250 or more. We're not going to give you your bonus account. What I think is nonsense is having cease and desist orders go out against you, threatening criminal action, lawsuits, and you don't say anything to your people. What I think is nonsense is trying to appeal to people's faith instead of actually fixing the screw ups that are happening at your company. What I think is nonsense is saying that you can only get 5% of your trading account and then nobody gets it. I think that's nonsense. What do you think? I mean, am I missing something here? Don't talk nonsense about Novatech. Okay, well, I'm the Novatech devil, right? I'm just attacking a Novatech because I'm the devil, right? You can miss me with that. Nobody's attacking. I'm holding you accountable. You said you were going to do something and then you did something else. This is called being held accountable. Okay? Where am I wrong? Right? Do you have an actual argument? Or do you just want to come on here and get in your feelings? Right? Do you just got to get in your you got to get he said something bad about Novatech and that makes me feel oh my God, we just say something bad about Novatech. I like Novatech. Okay, fine. You can like them all you want. But the truth shall set you free. And sometimes we just got to tell the truth, don't we? Right? Sometimes we just got to tell the truth. All right. D, June 16th. That's right, D. That's maybe by June 16th, I'll get my payment out for April 3rd, right? Maybe I'll have it by then, right? That's June 16th, right? Let's see what happens. That's right, Wayne. Here goes Wayne. I told you weeks ago it was thoughts and prayers for Novatech. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did. And really it is, guys. It's at the point of thoughts and prayers. D, have you noticed that Cynthia only communicates when something is about to happen? She can't sleep at 5 a.m. and need to get something off her chest right before April 1st so she can tell us it won't be D-Day. She just put out another video right as the Wisconsin situation is hitting the fan, and they have rolled out a plan to steal our weekly ROI. All right, look. And she said that she's going to rain down worse than the wrath of God to her own people. Like, so who are you blaming here? You're blaming your investors, right? You're blaming your own people. Like, you can't make this stuff up, man. You really can't. Like, listen, I'm not endorsing like threatening leaders or anything like that. I'm definitely not endorsing that. I think that is, that's totally ridiculous. And at that point, you ought to look in the mirror because you're the one who invested, right? But why tell your investors that you're going to rain down on them worse than the wrath of God? And uh, can I just say something? I know that I've got some other fellow Christian believers here. Now, I'm a Christian believer. That's who I am. If you don't like it, too bad. If you love it, that's fine too. I am what I am. I can't change who I am. I can't change what I am. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer. But it's never occurred to me to say that me personally, could ever possibly rain down on somebody worse than the wrath of God. That's never come into my mind. Right? Doesn't really sound like a Christian thing to say, right? Like, if you're a believer, then you're not gonna be more powerful than God, right? You're not. I mean, the wrath of God, that pretty much is it, right? It doesn't get any greater than that. There's no such thing as more than the wrath of God. I mean, maybe it's a figure of speech, weird figure of speech, right? Just saying. All right, Nilton, D-Day is keep paying, right? Stu, cheers, man. Cheers to you, Stu. I appreciate you, man. We are in this thing together, right? And D, planned? Nilton, not invest. Simple as that, period. What? D, there's no way they didn't learn from their mistake with the way they handled Kali in Canada. So why on earth would they repeat the same course of action with Wisconsin, knowing that people are they're already Nilton, you can ask that state. Nilton, let me ask you a straight up question. Can Novatech do anything wrong in your mind? I mean, is there anything possibly that Novatech could do that you wouldn't like? Right? I mean, I just went through like a large rant, and that wasn't even scratching the surface of all the malarkey that they've done. That you scratched the surface, right, of all the stuff that's bonkers that they have done. Bonkers. Is there anything that they could do that you wouldn't like? Like, what if they just said, "Hey, Milton, we're just going to take all your money and we're not going to pay you anything, but keep on believing, keep on having faith, and good luck out there. Thanks for the money." Would you be? I mean, how would you play that one off? Josh. Uh-oh. I just lost my place. Hang on, guys. Josh House Money. The message when I try to log into Novatech. Funding in progress. We appreciate your patience. Please wait. There it is. And maybe that's going to be their new message that they put up there every time their site crashes. D. They don't care if the trust is lost because they can hold our money hostage. When does the lion ever care about the opinions of the sheep? Just watch out for those poachers in the camouflage FBI jackets. Man, you ain't lying. I wouldn't even listen. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I mean, look, even though no, I've got my criticisms about Novatech and all that. I don't want the FBI to come after him. I really don't. I hope that they are no longer in this country. Honestly, I mean, I know that everything that they're doing some stupid stuff and they've mismanaged. So far, they've mismanaged their site. But listen, they put together a platform, they tried to do the whole thing, they put the work in, they've been around for 4+ years. I don't think the answer is to like put them in jail or anything like that. I just don't believe that. I think that people already, listen, people should have the God-given right to take a risk in life, right? So like if I want to trade you like a stupid thing. Like if I want to trade you, like you give me a shot of coffee and I'll give you my car, right? Like that's an idiotic thing to do. That's not smart. But I believe I have the God given freedom and the right to do that, right? Like I free to do what I want with my own money, right? And you should be free to do what you want with yours, And if you want to risk in an investment platform, you should be free to make that risk, right? I don't think people should be going to jail over trading. I think trading just ought to be completely free and deregulated. That's just my opinion, right? I know that, yeah. I mean, I'm not like a political person or anything. I just think that, hey, I mean, it's people knew what they were doing when they got involved with Novatech. Why, so like honestly, really, I hope they're in Dubai or somewhere like that where you can't, shout out to Dubai, man. A lot of good things about Dubai, you know. And one thing that's good about Dubai is they got free trade over there, you know. Also, they're pretty, they've got a pretty strong moral compass. I don't know if you guys know about Dubai, but you don't have half of the shenanigans happening in Dubai that happen in the West. All right. Milton, this message is not new, and they mentioned this message on the Telegram channel. Okay. So I guess that means that they're perfectly fine. Everything's fine, right? Yeah. They messaged it on the Telegram channel, so everything's fine, right? Nothing to see here, guys. Vin, my point exactly. D, that's why we have to get it while we can and get it early. Speaking on the bots. Vaughn with the sauce wad up. I'm bringing you guys the sauce, and this is my own recipe. Okay, this is Mama's recipe, Mama's Italian recipe passed down to me. It's the sauce, right? It's the kind of sauce that you're not going to get anywhere else, guys. Right? Because listen, I've really got no dog in this fight, right? I've got no, I mean, it's like I said, guys, I'm good. Regardless of what happens, I'm fine, right? So I can just come on here and pretty much say the truth, right? And I don't have any big dog in the fight, right? Like I don't need people to sign up for my Novatech link, like, right? All right, Matthew Missy, what's up, Matthew? Wait, 12% per day for over 130 days. No, it's actually been over 160 days now. But yeah, 12% a day, 5 days a week. C12, link is in the description. Check it out. Enter at your own risk, my friend. Stu, yes, I've been trading for 2.5 years. I just trade gold now. It doesn't take years to learn and become profitable. Risk management is number one above everything. Shout out to you, man. Now, for me, For me, it did take me years, okay, because I had, I made a lot of, I was an emotional trader when I first started. I thought that, every strategy I would try out, I thought that this was going to be it. And, I spent a lot of money on education. I did a lot of trial and error, right? I blew a lot of accounts. And yeah, so I mean, it really did take me a number of years to get to develop a strategy that's profitable, it's achievable, sustainable, attainable to where I was able to make more than I've ever made before. Right. And if you were able to do that in less time, then dude, I take my hat off to you, man. Shout out to you for that because for me, whew, it took some learning for me. Darren, the Wrath of God comment that seriously bothers me about her ego. Yeah, that's like borderline. I mean, it's not even borderline. It's like one of the most narcissistic things a person could say. I mean, it's like kind of like you gotta kind of be a psycho to say something like that, right? I mean, and I've said some pretty crazy stuff in my time, but I've never had that one come into my mind. D, I've seen one person post in DApp's group say they received their trading account withdrawal. I don't know if I believe that because only one person has said that. Yeah, I don't know either, man. You know what? I don't know. Like, the thing is, when you talk about DApp, you got to know that DApp he's heavily involved in Novatech, and he's heavily invested, and it's in his best interest to say only good things about Novatech, right? So, I mean, like this whole thing with Canada, I'm hearing both. Like, I'm hearing some people in Canada actually got their money back, and then I'm actually hearing from people in Canada who still have not gotten their money back. Right. And so, take that for what it's worth, guys. It's just, like I said, we're not there, so we can't know exactly for sure. But, it's getting to the end of the month now. I mean, it's the 21st today, and I haven't heard anybody say that they've gotten their 5%. From the people who've gone, went to go back to withdraw their 5% from the trading account. I haven't heard anything. Right. So, I mean, that would be the first I've heard of it. Carl, Novatech is back up, guys. Novatech site is back up. Rish, can't access it. Rish, bro, chill with the screaming. I can't do it. Sorry. I mean, it's just that's just who I am, man. You know what I mean? I'm not, Rish. I'm not for everybody. I am my sauce. The sauce that I give on here, it's tasty to some people, and other people don't like the taste, right? So it's not going to be for everybody, right? But I can't change my explosive personality, right? I gotta be myself, man. I gotta be myself. So, I hope that hope that you're able to give me a little bit of grace and enjoy the other parts of the content. If you don't like the screaming, if not, hey, that's fine too, man. You can find somebody else who doesn't scream as much. Okay. All right, Carl, and keep trying to get on the side. It's working for me, I promise. Rish, why are you lying, Carl? Princess Little Secrets. All right, Princess Little Secrets. I see you. Carl, I promise, bro. Keep trying. Andrea. What's up, Andrea? La cucaracha. Tinga ting. Princess Little Secrets. Yes, a reverend threatening people was disgusting and pathetic. The Reverend. What I want to know is, where is Reverend Brandon? Right. I want to know, where's Reverend Brandon? Is Reverend Brandon in the chat? He's probably not. Okay, DeFi. Oh my God, the screaming is ridiculous. Thank you. Johnny, update. Received my March 27th and April 3rd bonus withdrawals. Hallelujah. Still waiting on April 10th. My ROI was over 400. However, can't get back on the NT site. I hear you, bro. I hear you. D, she needs to be focused on the FBI, not what people are saying to the leaders. As usual, priorities in the wrong order. Shaking my head. She may have plenty of time to think about it here shortly. Yeah, I mean, I would get out, man. I would get out. If I listen, guys, you want to know all honesty, all truthfulness. If I were in her position, I'd be gone, bro. Did she think do you think you're gonna beat the United States government? You're not, right? You better go somewhere where they can't get to you. All right. Yes, sir. Johnny is a Wisconsin resident. Rish, how do you know you got your money, Johnny? You can't get on the website. How do you know? Mr. Reggie, facts. Thank you, Mr. Reggie. Here you go. Rich agreed on the working out and the healthy diet 100%. Amen, bro. Andrea, is 450 Vaughn, not 150. Okay, 150 times 3. Is that right? So yeah, I mean, that would up the ante. I mean, you just gotta, you gotta do your own risk and reward. Grab yourself a pen and a paper, write down the risks, write down the possible rewards. And so what would I do if it was 450? So let's say I've got 1500 USDT in there, right? And I want to 5x that to 7500 USDT. This is about VidiLOOK, guys. So they put that. So for those of you who don't know, a little backstory on this, history on this is that has VidiLOOK has put out a deal where they're like not letting you get your full payment unless you enroll 3 people for $150 apparently. So I'm sitting there. Let's say I've got 1500 in it, and I want to turn that 1500 into 7500 USDT. But the only way that I can do that is I have to spend an additional $450. Enrolling 3 different people, right? Enrolling 3 people, right? Going to getting different IP addresses and 150. Looks like it's 150 a piece. Unfortunately, I would do it. That's just me. Okay, that's just me. I would do it because I still think that the risk to reward is worth it. When you think about cashing out $7,500. Now, I've personally already done that deal where I've been able to take the 1,500 and turn it into 7,500. So I've got a little bit more confidence since I've done it before. But also, what you have to understand is that VidiLOOK, I mean, for some people think this is the beginning of a rug pull, right? And if it is the beginning of a rug pull, then that means you just dumped an extra 450 in there only to get the rug pulled on you, right? Is it worth it? Is that a risk that you're willing to take? Is the risk to reward worth it to you, right? I can't answer that for you. I could say for me personally, I'd probably do it just to keep cranking, right? And keep trying to get that, keep trying to get as much as I can right before the thing goes kaput. I don't know. That's probably how I would handle it though, guys. Precious love. Why would anybody threaten the leaders of Novatech? So petty. The love money is the root of all evil. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's the internet, right? I mean, if you're not getting death threats, you're you're irrelevant in today's society if you're not getting death threats. And I know that that's sad. And it's a shame. But one thing about being, in the public eye is like for some weird reason, there's people just want to do death threats. Like people are weird. Right. See, some people on the internet are crazy, guys. I mean, had to like, it's not me that bothers me, but it's when you do it to my family. Right. And that's like, okay, good. So I got to take the steps to protect my family members. Right. And it's like, so that's the thing that really like it's just really sad about it. Right. But that's life. If you're going to do anything in the public eye, there's just weirdos in the world. Right. There's weirdos. Okay, Keith, I guess I can use a VPN and sign up 3 other people. I don't know, man. Maybe. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know to the extent of how far their technology goes to where they can track it. Um, like I said, for me, guys, I don't think I would do a VPN. I think I would just go to different areas, different computers, friend's house, cell phone, parents' house, whatever, library, you know. The Reverend has spoken. All right. Lady Luck Club, no one should tell you what to say. Right to free speech. Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm glad to hear you say that, Lady Luck Club. Am I winning you over? I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But hey, I see what you're doing, right? I see you out there. I see you making moves. Just like I said, send me an email, right? Like if you want to do a chat or something, or if like you want to get on here and do a back and forth, just send me an email. I'll be happy to do that. But yeah, no, I see you, Lady Luck Club. I appreciate you. Good to have you here. Here's for you. Vin, yeah, the Wrath of God comment was off. It was just weird, bro. Fronto God, do you think Novatech is over? No, I don't think it's over. But what I think it's doing is it's showing a lot of red flags. And I'm going to tell you how I handle Novatech personally, guys. I don't think about Novatech for the most part. Like when I come on here and I talk to you guys about what you're going through and stuff like that, and when I get back with you guys in the comments, I think about them then, but I don't check my ROI. I don't check my Novatech account. I've just moved on with my life. You know what I mean? Like if like I'm at the point where like for me, like if Novatech works out and I'm able to get some money out, great. Like that's cool, you know, that's good. But you know, if not, then it's you know, I already just in my mind, it's over. Right? In my mind, it's over. So it's technically not over, but dude, they're getting in trouble with some big, powerful people. Like they're getting threats of criminal investigations. Right? They're getting lawsuits. Right? They're getting cease and desist orders from countries and states. I mean, what does that say to you? I mean, it's not good, right? How can that possibly be good? So is it over? I don't know. You know, let's talk about how they could possibly survive this. Well, first and foremost, I think if the Petions aren't out of the country already, then they need to leave. Right? I mean, if they're not already in Dubai, then they need to go to Dubai. They need to go to the Philippines. They need to go somewhere that has a not that does not extradite. Right? Because believe it or not, there's countries in this world, guys, that know about the corruption in the United States. There's countries in this world that know. They say, hey, this country, USA, per capita has the most people in prison than any other country. Are all those people really criminals? Right? Per capita, there's more people in prison in the United States than any other country in the world. Are those people really all criminals, or is there some human rights violations going on here? And there's other countries who legit realize that hey, there's some human rights issues in the United States. So if you come here, we're not going to let them extradite you because we know what they do. You know, we know that they employ torture on their own people. We know that they have secret police that go after their own people. We know that the prison system is a for-profit system. They actually profit and they use slave labor from prison. 14th Amendment, guys. 14th Amendment. So everything that happened to the slaves during the time of slavery was made illegal because of the 14th. It's when slavery was made illegal in the United States. But what they did was they instead of slave, they changed it over to criminal. Right? So now if you can convict somebody of being a criminal, you can now use them as slave labor, which they do. Right? do, don't take it from me. Do your own research, right? And these other countries know that they know the game, right? They know what's going on, and so if you go there, they're not going to let the United States extradite you. They're not going to let it happen, right? And so here's what I say about that to those countries that do that. Thank you, right? Thank you for protecting people's human rights against one of the worst human rights violators in the world. Thank you. Okay, so listen, if they're not in Dubai yet, or if they're not in the Philippines yet, they need to go. Right? Or, you know, where else? You know, whatever. Colombia or wherever you can go where they're not going to extradite you, right? Venezuela. I don't know. Then the second step is that they're going to have to take their business completely offshore, right? So they're going to have to pull out of all operations in the United States, right? And so what that means is you can still, you know, you can still partner with Novatech, but it's just going to be an offshore operation like a lot of the other ones are. Like CoinMarketBull, for example, they're in Istanbul, Turkey, right? And you've also got Jensen Robles. He lives in Istanbul. And you know, so there's a lot of places in the world where they still have freedom to where you can do these types of platforms, and you're not going to be like threatened with jail time. You know, it's like okay, you know, people want to make money. People want to do a platform where you know people can you know join together, join a pool of investors, go into the markets, make money. Everybody can profit, and we're not going to you know, it's like not illegal, right? It's like not illegal to do that, right? And so they would have to do that. So they'd have to get out of the USA. They would have to cut ties with the USA. Canada have already cut ties with Canada, but they would have to cut ties with these regulated countries and go somewhere like you know Dubai where you can operate there. Go to you know Istanbul, Turkey, where you can operate there, and then keep and then they would have to be able to become consistent, right? So right now they're so inconsistent that it's like a huge red flag. It's a huge red flag, guys. So they're so inconsistent that you can't. I mean, I can't recommend Novatech to anybody because they're too inconsistent. right? They're saying they're going to do one thing and they're like legit doing another. Okay, so right, you can't promote a company that's doing that. So they would have to get out. They would have to relocate. They would have to get headquarters, and they would have to pull out of the United States. They would have to gain some consistency, and then and then get back to some semblance of normalcy, right? And then if they can do that, yes, they will survive. But that's a tall order, don't you think? That's kind of a tall order, wouldn't you say? So is it over? No, technically it's not. Could they survive? Yeah, I just told you how they could. Are they going to do that? Who knows? I mean, if she really thinks that she can beat the US government, then she's got a rude awakening coming to her. All right, Andrea, with VidiLOOK, either will implement a KYC or find a way to track phone data, or both. No more Wi-Fi. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that would work. Let me know how that works out. Fronto, is it possible to recoup using the law? Yes, it's possible. There are programs out there, guys, who will, like, for one thing that you can do is that you can write it off as a loss on your taxes. You can say, hey, it was a Ponzi scheme. I got, and that's if it like legitimately, like if they get convicted in a court of law of being a Ponzi scheme and it's on the books in a court of law, not because somebody said it was a Ponzi scheme, but because they got convicted of being a Ponzi scheme in a court of law, then you can write it off on your taxes as a loss, right? You can do that. The other thing that you can do is there's lawyers out there who try to help people get recouped from platforms like this. But those lawyers out there, guys, they're just as crooked as the platforms. They're just as crooked as the quote unquote scammers that they go after. So, what's likely to happen is you're going to lose a lot more money on that lawyer. So, do I recommend it? No. Here's what I recommend: never invest anything that you cannot afford to lose in any platform. Withdraw early, withdraw often. Know what you're getting into before you sign up for anything. Okay. Practice proper risk management principles. Okay. Develop mental toughness. Diversify. Have a game plan to win in this space and not to lose. And if you want to tune into a channel that'll help you with that, you're watching it right now. It's called the Unlimited Freedom Network, and I'm right here. Right? I will help you. Just watch my videos, watch my programs, right? And I'll help you do it in such a way that you actually win and that you're not losing, right? But yeah, it's possible, man. But do you really want to go down that road? Right? Because it's going to cost you a lot of money and it's going to be a lot of a headache. You might get scammed again by a lawyer, right? I mean, just right. I mean, you're kind of at that point. You're playing taking another gamble, right? So personally, I'm not trying to go after anybody legally. I mean, if I lose money in something, I just wash it off, call it a wash, and go back to what I do, right? I mean, I'm not trying to like, guys, I just don't agree with it, man. I don't agree with, because live by the sword, die by the sword, right? If you're living by this legal system, then in all likelihood you're going to die by it, right? I mean, it's the same legal system that you use to hurt somebody else. It's going to come back and hurt you, man, and you can take that to the bank, right? So I just don't. I mean, that's not me, man. I'm not. You know, no, no, no. I don't think that. I don't think that like they're I don't think that they're all clean and spiffy, and that the justice is blind, right? We're the equal justice under the law. Yeah, right. Sure. No, I don't think so. Johnny still can't get on the Novatech site. Is that it? No, man. It's Friday. That's why you can't get on. That's why it is. I mean, everybody's trying to get on, and the site's down. It'll come back up like tomorrow, Sunday, something like that. Surely. When they posted on Telegram, I was thinking they would address. Yeah, me too, right? Oh, why would I think that, right? After all the times they never address anything, why would I sit there and think they're going to address? Yeah, I was thinking they would address the cease and desist issue, but all it was is Cynthia running her mouth and coming worse than the wrath of God. She needs to sit down somewhere. Yeah. Fronto, here you go again. Any way you can sue? I just answered that. Lady Luck Club, nobody is above God. Yeah, amen to that. I mean, that should be by definition, right? The definition of God, nobody's above God. Wayne, Cynthia is certainly raining down on us. Yeah, she's raining down something. That's right, Wayne. She's raining down, all right. Lisa, so if we're stuck in Novatech, do we just kiss our funds goodbye? I'm also a believer, and all the spiritual mixed messaging in this business freaks me out. No, I don't think you have to kiss your funds goodbye, right? I think for your own mental health, I think you should move on, right? And I think you should start working, with other opportunities to try to get to try to get some of that back. Here's the thing, like in this space, Lisa, I know that and I appreciate all the comments and everything that you give on my channel, and I know that you just, you're kind of you got into this space with Novatech. And so this is and I've gone through this. Everybody else in this space have gone through this. When you now, I'm not saying that you've taken a complete loss with Novatech. I don't know. Like I said, and if you're still watching, you heard that big tirade I just went on of how Novatech can survive. Get out of the country, relocate, get an office in another country, just break ties with the U.S. So they can technically survive. But the thing is, for you and other people who have just gotten into crypto with Novatech and everything, you've taken a punch, right? The fight has started. You've taken a punch, and the question is, are you going to be down for the count, right, or are you going to get back up and get back into the fight? Only you can answer that, right? And only you know what's best to do for you. Now, for me, I've been knocked down, and I've gotten back up. There was a time when I walked away from trading because it's just like I kept on losing, right? And so I'm like, man, screw this. You know what I mean? And I just left for a while, but there's like something kept bringing me back, something kept bringing me back. Right. And I'm glad, right? I'm glad that something kept bringing me back because it ended up turning out that I was right. Right. It's just that it took longer and it was a harder road than I thought. Right. I wasn't wrong about crypto being profitable. I wasn't wrong about trading being profitable. I wasn't wrong about the crypto boom. I wasn't wrong about investing in platforms. And neither are you, Lisa. Neither are you. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about any of it. Right. But only you can decide if you want to get back up and get back in the game. Right. We've got a lot of great platforms out here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of great platforms in my description. But it's all a risk, and I can understand. After going through this with Novatech, I can understand why somebody wouldn't want to take more risks. I get it. I get it. All right, Mishfat. Facts, Vaughn. I'm a believer too, but that whole Wrath of God comment was out of order, Mrs. Rev. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, dude, like, you don't want to be playing with that kind of stuff, man. Fronto, is there a way to at least get our initial investment? Yeah, man. I mean, keep on withdrawing the 5%. That's all I can say. Johnny, Fronto, do you live in Wisconsin? Vin, apparently you can only withdraw 10% out of the trading account. Yeah, so it was 5% in April. Now in May, it's supposedly going to be 10%. Then in June, it's going to be 15%. And then for the rest of the time, it's just going to be 15%. Right? Lady Luck, file a complaint with the SEC. Also send them a cease and desist letter. Any person can send that letter to this dumb Pettyons. Okay, thank you, Lady Luck Club. Facts. Yeah, I mean, I know that the Lady Luck Club. I know that's where you're going with this, and I know that's where what I'm saying is, for my personal opinion is, like I said before, I know that you're not ready to do this yet, but there comes a point when these like entities, these legal entities that you're putting your trust in, there's another side to them. Right. And so what I don't want to see happen is for, somebody like, and I'm not saying this is going to happen to you, but for somebody like you who really puts your faith in the legal system, what happens when you get on the other side? What happens when you're on the other side of the legal system? My fear is that you're gonna learn some things that maybe currently you're not ready to admit. Right. So I just, like I said, guys, live by the sword, die by the sword, man. If you're living by the letter of the law, that same letter of the law, they can just as quickly come after you. That's just, hey, just is what it is, right? All right. D, I don't want that either. Still have hundreds of thousands of my household's money. Yeah, I know. And I've got dear friends, guys, who have six figures or more in Novatech. So yeah, I mean, nobody wants to see them fail. But having said that, at least you're able to come over here, you're able to listen to what I'm saying on here, and you're able to to look at the real picture here. And so that takes a certain amount of emotional intelligence, especially when you're talking about your money. Because some people, it's like, man, with their money involved, they don't even want to think about the fact that Novatech is like having these. They don't even want to think about it. They don't even want it to enter their mind. All right. Lady Luck Club, you should be host. Lady Luck Club, I should suggest the cease and desist letter. If they ignore, file a lawsuit. If you are in Wisconsin or Cali, the orders include restitution. Otherwise, the Petions will not give up the money. Okay, that guy has to tell us how we can recoup. Okay, so look, man. Hang on one second, guys. Lady Luck Club, I did 2 videos outlining the options from research. I know it sucks to lose money, but a cease letter doesn't require an attorney. Start with that as my suggestion. Wycliffe, what's going on, Wycliffe? Good to see you here in the chat. Wayne, nobody is getting onto the Novatech website. They are lying. Daryl, crank up that speed, brother. It's the only way to hear Vaughn. Oh, man. Mr. Reggie, my access is still down on accessing Novatech. However, learning from the experience and you to diversify always. Thank you, sir. Respect to the real ones on this chat. Fronto, got something to say to you, man. Where are you at here? So, for those of you who say that I'm just rambling, maybe you're just not listening, right? Maybe you're just not tracking with me while I'm talking. Because what I'm giving you is the type of sauce that you need to survive in these environments. Now, you look like you're wanting to just go the route of, hey, let's become a hater, let's involve the law, right? Let's try to sue, let's see what we can do. And I just warned you, right? And you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do, but I just gave you a good warning about that, and I gave you a good warning about the consequences of that. Now, what this is for is this is for people in this space who actually want to create passive income, actually want to generate wealth, actually want to take these types of risks in these risky crypto platforms, right? They want to learn how to trade. They have a desire to make money in this space. There's going to be some people who go the route that you're going, which is just, hey, I want to become a hater. I want to, I want to sue, right? I want to say that somebody did me wrong, right? Somebody did me wrong. You're the one who invested in it, man. You should have known that it was a risky space before you got involved. How about taking a little bit of responsibility for your own actions, right? Oh, no, can't do that. Let's file a lawsuit, right? Let's blame somebody else. And how is that working out for you, brother? How's that working out for you? How's that going to work out for you? You're going to be a victim for the rest of your life. You're going to be a victim. Somebody did you wrong. Somebody did me wrong, and I deserve to recoup my funds. Go ahead. If that's how you want to live your life, go ahead. Be a victim. I'm not going to do that. A lot of people on this channel, they don't want to be a victim. They don't want to play the victim card for the rest of their life. Save me, government. Save me. Save me, U.S. government. Save me, legal system. I'm a victim. That's a victim of stupidity, right? That's a victim of not. I mean, you think I'm rambling? Maybe you're not smart enough to follow what I'm saying here. But hey, man, time will tell. Go ahead. There's plenty of hater channels on YouTube that you can jump on, man. There's plenty of where they're going to sing the same song that you want to sing. They're a victim. You're a victim. Let's have a big pity party, right? And you go ahead and do that. Have fun being a victim, right? Because you're never going to get anywhere in life as a victim. You're never going to gain wealth. You're never going to get free. You're never going to be able to help your family. You're never going to be a person who has basic self-respect because you don't deserve respect. You can't respect yourself because you're not worth respecting. You're a victim. How does it feel, man? I mean, does it feel good? Does it feel good to just have people walk all over you? I'm a victim. I got scammed. I got scammed. I'm a victim. It's all a big scam. It's all a fraud. Maybe the government will come to save me. Go ahead. Go get saved, man. Go get saved. Go on somewhere. Passive income demand. Think about it. Why do you need to bring people to withdraw your funds? Doesn't make any sense at all. Passive income demand. VidiLOOK is a slow rug pull right now, unfortunately. Maybe it is, right? That's the risk that we have to take. If you're going to go on and continue with VidiLOOK, you got to, I mean, unless they make this change, right? Like I said, it was just purchased by the stable DAO. So we'll see if they might roll some of these changes back. Let's see. Let's give them a couple days. Let's see how it works out. Right. But if you want to continue with them and they don't change the new rules, then you have to figure out a way to get these three people. Right. And it just is what it is, man. And it might be a slow rug pull. Right. Time will tell. Okay. Time will tell. Wycliffe, it has the factors of a rug pull where they want more money just for you to get out. Sounds kind of odd. VidiLOOK. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely. And it's a red flag when they start wanting more money. Right. When they start trying to get a big influx of money. Okay, unexempt. Personally, when you withdraw, say from VidiLOOK, you are swapping the TRC20 into ERC before you send to Coinbase. Looking to find the most cost-effective way to turn it into fiat. Yeah, you're going to lose a little bit of money when you turn it into fiat, man. That's just, you got to accept it. But that's exactly what I do, man. I swap the TRC for ERC. I send it to Coinbase. I get hit with a fee here. I get hit with a fee there. Hit with a fee there. I pay Coinbase one every single month, so I don't get taken advantage of by Coinbase because they will do that. And then I send it over to my account. So that's how you do it. Lady Luck Club, I never hated you. I did send an email. Yeah, you did. I watched the video where you were basically like calling me a punk and all this stuff behind me. I mean, just say it to my face, Lady Luck. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. Okay, but don't sit here and hate on somebody and then say you never hated on them. Okay, come on. Right, let's operate in reality here. Joe Hushmoney, as I write my message to Cynthia Petion, I will be politically correct and tell her my preferred pronouns are I, me, my, and mine. That's right, man. Shout out to you. Don DeMarco, Marco. Josh, dear Cynthia, I would like you to send me my withdrawal because it is mine. Love, Joe. Andrea, no, move the USD TRC20 to AVEX chain, and from there move to Coinbase. You can send with AVEX check. There you go. Try that out. I don't personally do that myself, but hey, shout out to you, Andrea. Cynthia, Petion faked Reverend sucks. Shutdown in progress. We appreciate your patience. Joe, LOL. Cynthia, that Larry Cooper penny is starting to have a stroke. All right, guys. You guys got no chill in the chat, man. Lady Luck Club, is that what the website says? Take a print screenshot of the website. Anytime it goes down, take a print screenshot. Well, actually, Lady Luck Club, it goes down all the time. I mean, it's been going. I've been in Novatech for years. It goes down every Friday, at least once. Okay, D, the U.S. has the resources to make offers to other countries to get their government to do what they want them to do. All countries may not fold, but if they go to a country that needs what the U.S. is offering, they could be swayed. But do you think Dubai is going to be swayed? I mean, Dubai sees what's happening in the U.S. I mean, look what happened when they hosted the World Cup, right? I mean, it wasn't Dubai, it was Qatar, but same thing, right? I mean, I haven't been to Dubai yet. I've been to Qatar, beautiful country. I love frankly, guys, I love these countries. I love Qatar. I love Dubai. Now, I'm not a Muslim, right? But I got to say, the Muslims do some things better than the Christians do right now. Just got to say, hey, guys, we got to get real on some stuff, right? I mean, You don't talk about the Prophet Muhammad, right? How many people trash Christians. You don't trash Muslims in Dubai. They ain't having it, right? You don't disrespect their women, right? You don't disrespect their God, you don't disrespect their women, you don't disrespect their way of life, and it's a family-oriented country. I mean, so yeah, I just don't see Dubai like working with the United States. I don't see that happening. All right, Andrea just got another 0.5% ROI from Novatech for the second week. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm not even looking at that. Like right now, I just want to see Novatech survive, and then I'll start worrying about the ROI later. Daryl, spot on. You're the man. Right back at you, baby. Appreciate you. Terry Smith, don't put no more money in Vidi. Like I said before, it was a similar site named Business Broker Limited, and we had to get 10 people in that investment, at least 3,000 each at one level or another. Jeez. Terry, was 10 people investing 5K each, so when they finally decide to pull the rug, they get as much money as they can. Yeah, I mean, that could be it. Like I said, guys, enter at your own risk. Okay, enter at your own risk. I'm not saying that that's not it. That definitely could be. All right, guys, I am going to run through some of these. All right, I have a meeting that I've got to attend, so I'm going to run through the rest of your guys' comments, and then we'll wrap it up. But when I say wrap it up, I could be here for actually no, I am. But let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Okay, Derek, can I ask you for non-guaranteed advice? I went through the process of funding an account with Novatech mid-January through Quickie Pay. Funds never arrived at Novatech and never returned to me. Derek, just look at my non-guaranteed advice. Go to my description here and look at the other options. Don't think you're probably not going to get your money back. Okay, and I just, dude, just Novatech is a hot stove right now, man. Novatech, you gotta stay away from Novatech. Okay, I wish I didn't have to tell you that, but there's look at C12 right now. Look at Vortic United right now. What's another one? I'd say C12 and Vortic United are my two favorite right now. So take a look at those first. Afterwards, you can look at Coin Market Bull, and there's some other opportunities in there as well. Okay. All right, Lady Luck, Derek. If they didn't receive the funds, leave it be. That means that the account you're trying to send money to is invalid. It will be untraceable as well. Don't send it. Lady Luck Club, call your bank and make sure no one has access to your account. Don't send it. Derek, it was an account number issued by Novatech. Say SAA Alpha. Preach. Down to Marco for you, bro. VJ, Novatech, it just put out on Telegram. Lady Luck, the account number is invalid. I helped two people who did the same thing. The account numbers were invalid. Derek, it was sent to USDT. BJ, hey family, website should be up and running hopefully by 8 p.m. tonight. Cynthia Petty on Fake Reverend. LOL, they just called it Fry Yay in Telegram, more like Fry Boo. Yeah, they can miss me with that Fry Yay, man. It ain't been Fry Yay for me for a while now. Big Passive Crypto. What's going on, Big Passive Crypto in the house? Novatech just posted they will be back up by 8 p.m. Precious Love, I don't think it's worth it. Hiring a lawyer to sue Novatech, I don't either. I really don't. Is the funds in your account sufficient to pay a lawyer? No, probably not. And then with these scam lawyers out there, they can screw you too. You got to be careful, man. SAA Alpha, I've watched at least 20 platforms fail since I've been in this space. Novatech is still here working through the challenges. By the way, just got paid again. Yeah, man, like I said, I hope they get through it. I don't know if you were on here earlier, but go back and watch when I repost it, guys. I did a whole thing on how Novatech can survive this if they so choose. Darren, website is supposed to be up by 8 p.m. Okay, this is website. Larry Golden, more like Larry Cooper Penny, will say Novatech is winning and he will be a millionaire, delusional and desperate. Yeah, I mean that guy, he's a believer in Novatech, but I like Larry. I like Larry too. He comes on here, he does his thing. SAA Alpha, don't invest in the crypto space if you can't accept the risk. What I've been saying, man. You got to listen. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Okay, hating on a scam, not the person. Punk said that with the love of Jesus. Did you? Okay, because it didn't sound like that's what you meant when you said it to me. It sounded like you were kind of. I mean, basically, I watched the video, and I wish you just would have cleared it with me at first before putting it up. And just in the future, just hit me up, okay? I'm glad you emailed me. I'll be getting back with you soon. Cynthia, it's also a red flag that owners have been sued for not paying their bills, and I filed bankruptcy. It's funny how people throw the word hater around so much. If I hated somebody, I would come out and say it. I hate the pettiness. Yeah, I'm not exactly talking about you, Cynthia. I mean, some people like they go above and beyond with the ad hominem attacks. I'm not really talking about you, and I do hate them. Okay, Lady Luck Club, those Pettyons know that they are crooks. AWS mining was a scam. Novatech is a scam. They are scammers. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, time will tell. D, no, I don't think Dubai would, nor would a lot of other countries. I actually think it's a good thing that all nations can't be influenced by the U.S. I agree. Right. Milton, wow, they have point you guys gun in the head to invest in Novatech. Invest what you are willing to lose. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, dude, never invest anything that you can't afford to lose in anything, right? I wouldn't even do that in the stock market. Okay, Cynthia Petty on Fake Reverend. I hope nobody ever ties true Christianity to anything related to Novatech or Cynthia. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Is it the beginning of the end for Nova? Lady Luck Club, give Larry a hug. All right, so Anaja, is it beginning of the end for Nova? If Novatech falls apart, then the beginning of the end was in October of 2022. So go back and look at that. Also, go back and rewatch some of the other posts and the videos that I've made. Novatech has been going through this stuff since October of 2022. So if it does end, then the beginning was back then. So guys, this has been the live Q&A here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. I love you guys. We will see you on the next one. Drop me a comment if you're watching this after the live broadcast. See you guys next time. Take care, guys.